Hey, what's up, everybody? BDF 44 coming at you in another video. All right, so for those who follow me well enough, probably should see the conclusion of the floor. Should see what happens. So this side, I'm happy with it. Got a fly there, it's flying around. I'll get him out of here soon enough, but the floor is great. It feels even better on my feet. It's just really good tile, man. It took him all of maybe an hour to put it down. Of course, I had cleared out everything necessary, so it wasn't nothing to do but put this stuff on the floor, I got up at 4 in the morning, as you guys already know, and proceeded to cook chicken at like 4:30 in the morning so that I'd have it now to eat. And so it wasn't even necessarily do that, believe it or not, because he was out of here by 12, so I could have started cooking now and been fine by the time I would be regularly set to eat. So it's all is well. It ends well, man. I think it all worked out exactly the way I would hope it would, given the fact that I needed about an hour and a half to cook and then shower and all that other stuff before he got here. So by the time I was ready, I only had to wait for about 20, 30 minutes, maybe a little more than 30 minutes before he arrived. So it was all good, and he just finished before noon, man. I know he was happy because when he got here, I think he thought that he was gonna have to move stuff around, kitchen would have to obviously be stripped down, so he probably thought he'd have to pull up the floor, move stuff and all kinds of stuff. I'm like, nah, man. We had already stripped the floor last week, and because we had this happen, I already knew how things needed to be arranged in order to clear it out. So it didn't take nothing but 20 minutes to clear out yesterday, and then to finish off today another 25 minutes to clean it all up and get everything done. And then reassembling stuff like the oven and stuff like that was much easier for me this time because I had done it last time. So that took all of 5 minutes to do. So yeah, man, this is great. I'm really happy with this floor. And of course, if you guys followed the video, that very long therapy session, I did all of them along, but the one I did this morning telling y'all about the ghost story, basically attached to the floor, yeah, I had gotten the energy right, man. I met my goal, basically. For those who are wondering what the heck I'm talking about, it was a situation where my energy in this house felt a little weird when they had pulled up the initial floor. And it was a nice little ghost story I told you guys in a previous therapy session video that ultimately ended very well. The energy was good, and now the floor tile is down, and I was able to do everything I needed to do to assure that the spiritual energy of this place was right. I even put some sage in the air yesterday, last night before going to sleep. Burning the sage in that kitchen to make sure the energy was ultimately right. But at the end of the day, man, this has been a great experience. Waiting this long to get the job done, not really reporting it because I was depressed and all that other stuff. Didn't want nobody coming in here doing the work that I just allowed that guy to do just now. It's been a big deal in terms of the anxiety of it all, the anxiety of just doing things that involve other people coming into my space. I've done a great deal of separating myself from the world, so I had to prep myself up for all these type of things, and I got it done just like I always do. When I have time to know what's coming, I can be a real asset to whatever the plan is. It's like I told the manager, I was like, as long as I know what's coming, I can make sure I'm ready for it. And ready means you don't have to do nothing but come in here and do the job. See, that's the thing. It's like telling BDF 44 that something needs to be done, and I have time to fix it. I'm gonna make sure you don't have nothing to do but that. That's how I think. Like, nah, he ain't gotta move my oven. He ain't gotta move my furniture. He ain't gotta do nothing. Just come in here, put down what you need to put down, and I'll have you out of here in an hour. And that's exactly what happened. See what happens when you let people know what's going on? It's even less time they have to worry about when you're talking with me. So that's what it is, man. That's what it's about, communication. And a smooth job getting done, man. Time is money, so try to get him in and out real quick. So that's what we're able to do, man. It took all of this took 2 hours. Breaking it down, bringing him in, putting it down, putting it all back together. 2 hours is the most. So that's what it's about, man. Time management. I feel pretty pleased that it's done. There's still other things that need to be done in this apartment, including, so one thing at a time. We ain't pressed for much at all. I don't need much, as you guys can probably tell. I'm very comfortable in the most meager and small of quarters because I was raised in an apartment smaller than this, and I was there until I was like 16 or 17 years old. So this is a lot of space for me, believe it or not. But it just goes to show that you can be conditioned for anything. There are a lot of people, and maybe you who was watching me, maybe used to being in a mansion and don't know, like, your bathroom's probably the size of this apartment. But what I'm telling you is, you can get used to anything, bro. You can get used to anything. And that is the point. We are adaptable creatures. We just have to have our mindset on what it is we want to get used to, and then humble ourselves to do so. And one day at a time, it'll get easier, whatever it is. Hopefully you don't have to humble yourself to anything that you're not used to. But the point is, if you have to, it ain't time to jump off a roof. That's all I'm saying. So that's what I got. My name is BDF 44. I thank you all for watching.